preach to you. This is a nation that loves whoredoms. This is a nation that loves sodomites. This is a nation that denies God. And this nation is damned by God because you reject the God that gave us freedom and liberty. Amen. Amen. God bless you, brother. Thank you, brother. Freedom! They take my rights, they're going to take yours. Don't you understand that? When a cop tells you you can't preach in America, that means you can't do anything. This is an anti-Christ nation. And the judgment of God is on you. The judgment of God is on the lawyers and the judges for the wickedness. God said, touch not mine anointed. Do my prophets no harm. I am a watchman on the bed sent by God.
God may offend some people, but this is not legal grounds for his preaching. That stood by the case Simon and Schuster versus New York State. So these are laws that are set. You know, I understand arguing, but they're open air preaching, perfectly legal.
You're open air preaching is perfectly legal as long as you're not blocking passageways and as long as you're not offensive to anybody else. Okay, it doesn't matter what your little card tells me. Okay, what TCA code tells me is what I have to go by here on the streets of Chattanooga. What my officers would say to me, you're not causing a ruckus, ain't no problem. You can stand down here and put your word out all you want. Okay, but if you get disorderly and you're offensive to anybody else, then you have to move it on. Okay, it's that simple.
I don't see how you can back that up because people cuss and all that, and that's, if anything, that's verbal abuse.
Right. Well, if you get cussed at and you feel like it's offensive to you and you want to file a report, then you call us. You have the right to call us just like other people have called us about you guys being out here hollering at them,
yes,
screaming at them, okay? If you want to talk to somebody, talk to them. Hollering and screaming and being disorderly out here on the street, all that's going to do is get a report filed against you.
Yes, sir.
As the reasons why we're down here today.
Yes, sir.
You and I can carry on a conversation all day long about God because God is my king, okay? And I understand that. And I have the right to tell people about Him, and I love telling people about my God.
Yes, sir.
I don't have to get out here and scream and holler and be offensive towards people to let them know that that's my God, that's my Lord, that's my Savior.
Jesus was offensive to people.
Yes, He was. He certainly
He didn't break the law.
He did. Today's laws are different from the laws of the days that Jesus was walking in.
But also city laws are vary from constitutional laws also.
Yes, sir. I don't argue that.
I mean, if you would...
All I'm telling you is if your folks want to be out here and you want to be peaceful, yes, sir, then you need to keep your voices down, okay? And you need to talk to people as they pass by. Ask them if they want to listen to you for a minute or talk with them. If you're considered disorderly or offensive and people call in and file reports on you, then we have to come down here and listen to them take action.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Is this
what is
illegal? Right here?
As long as he doesn't have any offensive material and, you know, he can stand there on that corner and scream all he wants.
Let me talk about the offensive. You watch television, you watch YouTube.
No, I don't.
You don't watch none of that, okay. How offensive are they when they're talking politics right now and how offensive they are, and you come out here and tell us we can't be offensive, but they can be offensive they want to on television, major news, and now you tell us we can't be offensive, we can't raise our voice up too high because you got a TSA law, TCA law, sorry.
Tennessee Criminal Code's intimidated. What we're talking about, sir, is two different things.
What you mean you pass another law to suppress preaching down?
You got the wrong person there.
But can I? You've got the laws in your trunk, don't you?
Yes, sir. I've got them in my desk. Excuse me 1 second. Sir.
All right. Do you have a copy of the codes in your car, sir?
State law?
Yeah. Would you get the? Can I look at the one for the offensive on your list for disorderly conduct, on offensive, verbal abuse and stuff like that?
Yeah, you can. I thought, have y'all not? I've seen you out here before, like a year or so ago. You and another guy.
Right.
Yeah. I don't catch much from
Hey,
it.
listen.
I'll show it to you.
Yeah. God's judgment is on
want to show you something.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I had to take this.
Would you call that offensive?
Complain and come by and start complaining about them being there. If you can do something about it, we'd appreciate it.
What was that, ma'am? I'm sorry.
People are walking over here complaining about this going on. And can y'all do anything about it?
We're talking about it right now.
Okay. Yeah,
What's the complaint?
I noticed that they didn't get by down here just complaining about all that. So anyway, I
Well,
think
we're
you know
talking
how to
about
handle
that.
it.
Yes, ma'am. We're talking about that now. We'll get it straightened away.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.
Would you call that event?
Listen to me, sir. Okay? Did you see what the lady was just saying?
Oh, I know. They do this all the time.
Well, what we want you to do is we want you to be able to get your message out. Okay? Everybody's got a message they want to get out.
Yeah.
I want you to be able to get your message out. But what I want you to do it is in a peaceful manner where you don't cause a disturbance downtown.
Well, you called it disturbance.
Okay? And then I don't want you blocking the passage.
Well, we don't ever do it. We never get slow nobody. Never.
Let's do that.
Look here. What would you call this? Just read it if you don't care.
I would call that one person's opinion or views.
We wouldn't call it offensive then. Okay.
That's people's views and that's people's opinions, and that's you know if that's a democratic poster of
that's what it is.
Right. Did I agree with that? You're asking me?
No, I'm not asking if you agree with it.
I don't agree with it. If you're asking me,
I just asking if it's offensive. That's all I want to know, because that to a lot of people it's offensive, but it's okay. But that will draw attention. And that's what we're trying to do right now. This land is so messed up, so vile, so wicked, just like Chattanooga, 57th in the nation in violence. That's the reason I care them, because there are 4,200 little babies murdered every day.
See how this gentleman's doing over here right now? That's perfect. You got him to talk to him. Just standing out here causing a disturbance is wrong. It's wrong. This gentleman talking and ministering to a young child.
Well, that's what we do if we can.
But this hollering and screaming, it's got to stop.
Well,
you need to talk to you guys that are over here with him. Peacefully talk to these people as they go by. Ask them, you got a minute? Can we show you something? Can we talk to them? There's different ways of doing it. You don't have to be.
I spend hours on the street talking to young kids, and all they do is mock and scoff. Where'd Adam get his wife, and all this, and it's a circle, and all they do is laugh at you.
I understand.
And we're preachers of the gospel, and they've been preaching the gospel for thousands of years. We're coming down to it. You know, we're going into police state. We're going into socialist government. We're giving their freedom away. When Hussein gets elected, our freedom's gone. Nancy Pelosi and all them. It goes into democracy, and you don't control the White House. They done show us what they do. And we're in turmoil right now, and this country is on the verge. I don't know what will happen. I think we're going into depression, personally. But
if we're not already in the middle of one.
Well,
I mean, it's bad all the way around. But if you're a firm believer in what you're preaching out here, good Lord will never put more on us than we can bear.
Well, that's what he said, and I understand that. But
well, wait a minute now. That's what he says. That's what we got to believe.
Well, that's what he said. I believe it.
We got to believe it.
First Corinthians 10:13 said that.
That's exactly right. And we're going to believe it. Hey, listen, if there's anything better out there in this whole world, I'd like to have it, because I'm telling you, my God's the best thing going. These kids out here don't have a clue because they're too young to understand the goodness and the glory that God offers.
There's a generation come up that knew not God. Curse her father, does not bless her mother. 1/3 of all your children are born without daddy right now.
Oh, I know. It's
4 million got STD diseases, and they practice sex at adolescent age.
I know it.
And we've lost our kids. They got smarter, and they need to get. And so it. You can preach love and goodness all you want to, but most people don't turn from their sin. They still live in their sin, still indulge in their sins, like this lady right here. Now, she's a Presbyterian. I mean, trying to be born again and selling whiskey, and it's a curse. Put the bottle to the neighbor's mouth, just plain and simple. And they're number one. Thank you for voting this number one, my foot. But I get disturbed what we're seeing with our children, and you can't talk to them.
Oh, I know.
School, because